Melissa and welcome to my channel. Today we will be doing my October faves and fails, which I know is late. It's the 6th as I'm recording this of November. So I'm about a week late, but better late than never, right? So let's get into it. It's super dark in my office right now. It's like a rainy, dreary kind of day, so my light is incredibly bright. So I apologize if I'm kind of flushed out a little bit, but sometimes you gotta make do with what you have, and this was the only time that I had to record, so let's get into it. I have a bunch of faves and one fail, so I'm gonna start with my fail to just get it out of the way, and that is the Palladio liquid eyeliner in Lavender. So it looks like this, and it's an inkwell kind of eyeliner, so you dip it in there. And it's in a really pretty color, and that's not my complaint. There it is right there, and it's really like a metallic, light, purple type of color. It's not a deep plum or anything like that. And I really liked this when I first bought it. It does take a little bit to dry, but once it dries, it does set. But I haven't had transfer from it, but that's not my problem with it. My problem was lately, like this month when I attempted to use it, I felt like this burning on my eyelids, and then the very last time that I tried it, the burning was so bad that I had to immediately wipe my eyelids clean. I couldn't even stand it as soon as it touched my eyelids. So I don't know if my eyes are having some kind of reaction to this. That's what it seems like, but it didn't happen the first couple times I used it. But as I started to use it a couple more times, it started to just really burn, and it just doesn't work well with my eyes. So this has become a fail for me, which is a shame because I did actually like it, but I'm definitely not gonna use it again because I don't want my eyelids to burn off. As for my faves, I have a whole bunch. Some things just really worked out great for me this month. And the first thing I wanna talk about is this Coastal Scents Eclipse palette, which is a concealer palette. As you can see, I have used the poo out of this thing. I got this in my October BoxyCharm, and what I really like about this is the variations that you get. You have these color correcting shades over here, you have some deeper tones over here, and then some mid shades in the middle. And what I have found is, you know, sometimes you're in between concealer shades. You're not light, you're not medium, you're kind of light medium, and you get that in here. You can mix shades together to get the shade that you need, or there might be one in here that matches your skin tone. What I also like is I use different concealers for different things, where I have a highlighting concealer, which is gonna be a little bit lighter, and then a concealer that I need to cover any blemishes on my face or anything like that. So it's gonna be a little bit closer to my skin tone. And I can get that with this palette. So I really enjoy that. So today I actually used, I don't know which one of these, but I used one of these. Oh, I think I used one of these lighter ones over here. Where are you? Over here to do my highlight, like under my eye highlight. And then I actually used this shade here as a contour. I just got a little bit on my finger, dabbed it on, and then took a brush to blend it out, and then dabbed up here. So I did my contour with that. I used this silvery shade down here as a cheekbone highlight right in here. So that's that glow that I'm getting, is that, again, I just took a little bit on my finger, dabbed it on here, and then blended it out with a brush. So it's really versatile if you're willing to play with it and kind of experiment with it. I do want to say that the concealers are thick. They're thick, creamy kind of concealers, and I noticed that I can get a little bit of creasing under my eye, but as far as concealing anywhere else on my face, it does a great job of that. These color correcting ones over here feel a bit thinner than the rest of the kind of skin tone shades do, but I've definitely been enjoying this. This has absolutely been a fave for me, and I totally love it. I do just want to mention that I used this, I was Cruella de Vil for Halloween, and I concealed my eyebrows and drew on crazy ones, and this is what I used to conceal them, and it totally covered them and wasn't like really gunky or cakey or anything like that. It did a really great job of just covering and concealing my eyebrows. So this has definitely been a favorite of mine. Another face product that I've really been loving this month is this Cargo Stick Blush. So it's a cream blush, and this is in the shade Maui. I got this at Kohl's, and I just want you to see, like, I'm barely gonna touch it, how stinking pigmented this is. And it's so creamy. I love it. I think it's a beautiful color. It's just like gives that nice natural flush to the face. I do have this on my cheeks today. So there's a concentrated swatch, but once you blend it out, let me just blend it here. It gives just a nice, pretty, like mauve-y, not plum, not bright pink. It's just a nice neutral kind of blush that just gives you a nice natural glow. And it has a little bit of a sheen. It's not sparkly by any means, but it just has that little bit of a sheen to it that just gives you a nice like, ah, I'm alive today kind of thing. So definitely been loving it. Super easy to blend out, stays put. And they have a variety of shades. I think they even have like a highlighter one. So I look forward to checking out more of these. And like I said, I picked mine up at Kohl's, and that is the shade Maui from Cargo. So check it out. Clean my hand off a bit here before I get into some other swatches. All right, so I can't go on without mentioning my Makeup Geek shadows, and I picked these up this month. I think they came the beginning of October, and I've been loving them. I got, you know, a wide variety of shades here. I have not by any means used all of these, but some of the ones that I have used, I've definitely been loving. So a look that I was doing with this that I totally love is I take this shade here, which is Cosmopolitan, which is so beautiful. It's like this rose gold apricot beautiful color, and I apply that all over the lid. I put this crazy bright orange color called Chickadee in the crease, and then this shade here, which is like a deep burgundy type color, is called Bitten in the outer corner, with Beaches and Cream, which is just a nice it's like a peachy cream color on the brow bone. And so let me just swatch these here so you can kind of see how these all play together. So that's them right there. And then what I like to do is take, let me just clean off my hand, this beautiful shade right here, which is Shimma Shimma, and that goes in the inner corner. And that's just like, oh, it's gorgeous. So there we go. That's the combination I like to do. If you want to see a tutorial on that look, give this video a thumbs up and I will record a tutorial for it. But other shades in here that I've been loving is this shade up top, where are you? Cocoa Bear, which is like a cult classic. It's a reddish brown color, beautiful in the crease. Get that on there. And then Corrupt, which is this deep black down at the bottom, is beautiful for setting your eyeshadow. I mean, it's like the blackest of black, not to set your eyeshadow, to set your eyeliner. So if you use a gel eyeliner that's Cocoa Bear and Corrupt, it's perfect for setting eyeliner. It's so black, and it just like, oh, gorgeous. Gives you a nice matte black eyeliner look. I also want to give a shout out to a couple more colors that I've used. I know, they're amazing. Like I said, I was Cruella de Vil for Halloween, and for that look I did a green eyeshadow look where I had this shade up here, which is Appletini. I had that all over the lid with Envy, kind of to deepen some parts of it, and then this crazy bright shade called Pixie Dust popped in the center of the eyelid to give a little bit of glow. And they're gorgeous. They're just so stinking gorgeous. These are super affordable. I know they're not available at drugstores, but they're drugstore price. And you don't have to get a giant palette. You can get a mini Z palette of, you know, 6 shades or 9 shades, 4 shades, whatever you want to do. And I believe they're $6.99 or $5.99 a pan. I'm not totally sure. So I will have a link down below if you're interested in getting Makeup Geek shadows and kind of creating and customizing your own palette. Again, if you want to see a tutorial on those colors that I mentioned, give this video a thumbs up and I will be sure to do that. Let's get my hand clean because I still got more swatches to go. I want to give a couple of quick shout outs to some drugstore palettes, I guess. It's a quad and 2 trios that are just all-stars to me. And the first one I want to mention is this Maybelline Chic Naturals Quad in Designer Chocolates. Sorry if you hear my dog in the background, she's kind of barking a little bit. But I love this little quad. And I just want to point out that the way that the diagram is on the back is it says to use this white shade as a base, this shade here, which is like a creamy tan type color, all over the lid, this rosy color in the outer corner, yeah, in the outer corner, and then this brown color as the liner. That's not how I use this at all. You can totally use it that way, but just because it specifies that does not mean that that's how you should use it, and you should be, you know, like you should always try, or if that's not what you like, think outside the box, use it a little bit differently. So the way that I personally use this quad is I take this shade here and I use this as my lid because it is a beautiful, beautiful color. So I take this and I actually put it over a Maybelline Color Tattoo and Pomegranate Punk. I put it over that and it just makes that rosy color just pop, and it looks gorgeous on the lid. Then I take this matte brown shade and I put that in my crease. So I put that there. I use this creamy kind of tan color as a transition color to go from the matte brown to the brow bone. And then what I do is, this shade's a little too frosty white for me to use as a brow bone highlight. So I take my brush into the two of them and create kind of a creamier white shade. So it's not super bright, super bold. And then I use the white actually as a inner corner highlight. So that's how I use this. If you want to see a tutorial of that, leave a comment below because I will do a tutorial on a different way to use this. I did swatch them for you, but my swatches didn't come out so good. But it really does work well on the eyes, and it's just an easy quad, inexpensive, totally recommend it. Along the lines of that, there are two trios from Wet n Wild's that I think are staples, and I don't think you have to own both of these because they're very similar, but I do think like everyone, if you're into makeup, should have at least one of these. And this is Sweet as Candy and Walking on Eggshells, and I have Walking on Eggshells on my eyes today. So let me get these open so you can see them. They're very similar. One I think is a little bit more warm tone, and the other, I think this one here, Walking on Eggshells, is a little bit more warmer. You got like a peachier color, a little bit more of a bronzier type brown, and then over here you have like a bolder kind of baby pink, a cooler type brown, and then the brow bone colors are pretty similar. One's a little bit more creamy, this one's a little bit more white. So I wear both of these. I love them both. If you have not tried these Wet n Wild trios, what are you waiting for? Get out there and try it out. These are so inexpensive, and honestly the quality of these is amazing. They're so smooth, so creamy, and so pigmented. So this is, what are you? Sweet as Candy. So you got your brow bone, yeah, your brow bone color, your crease color, and your eyelid color. And they're just so stinking pigmented right there. I'm not going to swatch Walking on Eggshells because I have this on my eyes today, but they're really easy, no fuss kind of eyeshadows. It tells you exactly how to wear it, and that's what I do, and I just absolutely love these. This is like when I don't feel like, you know, I look at a giant palette like this and I'm like, okay, I gotta think, what am I gonna do? This is like, I gotta be at work, let me throw some eyeshadow on and get out the door. So super inexpensive, great quality product, totally recommend these. Sweet as Candy, Walking on Eggshells, check them out. And finally I have some lip products, cleaning my swatches. Okay, so I am going to talk about what's on my lips today, but before I do that, I just want to mention that I have been wearing a little bit more of a nude lip for this month just because my lips have been crazy dry for whatever reason. So I haven't wanted anything too bold because that can kind of make it a little bit more known that your lips are acting a little wonky. So I've been doing a little bit more of a nude lip, and what I have been pairing is this, what are you? Milani Color Statement Liquid Liner in 03 Nude. So it's a pencil that you have to sharpen, but it's kind of a pinky brown kind of nude. I guess it's that Kylie Jenner look that everybody's going after these days, but it's really just a nice nude for me. And nudes can be really hard because there's pinker nudes, peachier nudes, browner nudes, but I just find this to be like a pinky brown, which I like, you know? These are so creamy, crazy long wearing. I absolutely recommend these. These are drugstore, super affordable. I actually lined my whole lips with this, and then I take a NYX Butter Gloss, and these two I kind of use interchangeably. This is Creme Brulee and Tiramisu, which are very similar, and I'm gonna swatch them next to the liner so you can kind of see how they pair with it. But for me, it just gives a little bit of a glossier kind of feel to the look. And as you can see, tiramisu is on top, which is a little bit deeper. It's a little bit more mauve toned, which kind of matches that the liner a little bit better. And creme brulee is a little bit lighter, so it gives more of a like a highlight to the lips, you know. And I like them both just as much with each other with that liner, so they're totally interchangeable. So it's up to you which kind of look you want to go for as far as the liner goes. But it's a long wearing lip color, easy to apply, and it's drugstore, so it's inexpensive. And the last lip product I want to talk about is what I have on my lips today. And I love this time of year for the deeper tone lips, that vampier, burgundy, berry, deep red kind of look. And I absolutely love this. I take the Jordana Easy Liner in Plush Plum, which again, these are so inexpensive. These are so stinking creamy too. That's that right there. You can find these at Walgreens. Really inexpensive, long wearing, and they glide on really smoothly. So check those out if you're looking for liners. Those are the first liners that I bought, were the Jordana ones, because they're super affordable. And when you're starting with makeup, you don't want to spend a lot of money. And the next liner, I have a hair on here. The next product I pair with it is this Wet n Wild lipstick, and this is in the shade Urban Night. Now, this was actually on a Halloween display at Walgreens, so I don't know how much more it's available, if it's going into the permanent line or not. But if you do see it, grab it. It's beautiful. It's this beautiful reddish, like deep, deep red burgundy color, and I absolutely love it for this time of year. These are matte lipsticks. You can always put a gloss over it if you want it to be, you know, give a little bit of sheen, but if you're digging the matte look, that's in, and totally check that out. So definitely been loving that. And I have one last fave that I want to mention, and that is all of you guys. This month I hit 100 subscribers, which I was so incredibly thrilled about. I just remember when I started my channel, and if I had 5 subscribers, it meant the world to me. And now to know that there's 100 of you out there that enjoy my videos so much that you wanted to subscribe to me, it humbles me, and it just makes me feel so honored that you take the time to sit down and watch my videos, which sometimes can be 15-20 minutes long. So I just want you all to know that I truly appreciate every single one of you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for being my subscribers. I want you guys to feel that you can comment to me and let me know if there's any looks you want me to do or any products you want me to test out, so I will do the best that I can to get that out to you. If I've had requests for tutorials, I do try to do those, you know, as timely as I can. It can be a little hard for me. I work 2 jobs, so I don't have a set recording and editing schedule, so sometimes it can be a little bit tricky, but I will try to get your requests as much as I can. So again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being my subscribers and tuning in every week to watch this makeup stuff that I put out there for you. Thank you so, so much. All right, so that's it for my October faves and fails. It was a pretty good month with only 1 fail and a whole bunch of faves. Again, if you want to see a tutorial with those Makeup Geek eyeshadows, give this video a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!